My daughter spent 22 years taking everything I had, and the moment she didn't need me, she changed her last name and called her stepdad Dad.
For 22 years, I lived for one person, my daughter, Sienna. I was both her father and her mother from the moment her biological mother walked out with nothing but a note on the kitchen table. Paige said she'd found someone who could give her the life she deserved, a wealthy man named Samuel Cross. Meanwhile, I was left with a 1-year-old baby who cried for her mother until she lost her voice, and I had no idea how to comfort her except by trying my best. I learned how to change diapers by watching grainy videos online. I learned how to soothe fevers with cold cloths because the pediatrician's after-hours line always seemed unavailable. I worked full-time at a bank, sold insurance on the side, and taught accounting at night just so Sienna would never feel the absence her mother left behind. Through every sacrifice, every sleepless night, every school event where I stood alone among married couples, I believed one truth: when she grew up, she would understand what I'd done for her. Everyone told me she was becoming spoiled. My brother Marcus warned, "You give her too much. One day she'd break your heart." Neighbors noticed how she frowned at our modest house, how she never said thank you. But I ignored it all. I told myself it was just teenage attitude. I thought love and patience would be enough to guide her back. Years passed, and after high school she went to college. I paid every bill, every textbook, every late fee. I even went into debt just to keep her in a private school she wanted. Paige appeared occasionally, always with expensive gifts, always flashing the wealth Samuel provided, always undermining everything I struggled to build. By the time Sienna graduated at 23, she came to me with a decision already made. "I'm moving in with Mom and Samuel," she said. "They have a pool, and I won't be embarrassed to invite my friends over." That sentence carved something out of my chest. But nothing prepared me for what came later. Sienna met a wealthy young executive and got engaged quickly. When the wedding invitation arrived, elegant gold lettering, thick paper, I felt hope for the first time in years. Maybe this was my chance to stand proudly beside her. I bought a suit, new shoes, even pearl earrings I wanted to gift her. Everyone who knew me smiled, saying I deserved this moment after everything I endured. Then she called 3 days before the wedding. Her voice was cold. "Dad, I need you not to walk me down the aisle. Samuel is doing it." I asked why. She listed reasons like she was reading from a script. Samuel paid for her master's degree. Samuel helped her career. Samuel fit the image. She said she didn't want uncomfortable situations at her wedding. That I didn't belong in the world she was marrying into. I asked why she invited me at all. "You can sit at a table toward the back," she said, "with family friends." Not as her father, just a guest. I went to their mansion the next day, wanting to talk face to face. She came downstairs looking annoyed I'd even shown up. Samuel stood beside her like some polished statue. When I begged her to reconsider, she looked me in the eyes with a coldness I had never seen. "You're not the man I need in my life anymore," she said. "I've grown beyond you." And then she delivered the blow that would haunt me forever. I'd changed my last name 6 months ago. "I don't carry yours anymore. I was ashamed of it." I asked why. Her answer split me clean down the middle. "Because I don't want people to know I come from a small house in the suburbs and a father who teaches accounting on weekends. I want them to know I'm a cross." I didn't argue. I didn't cry. I just walked away, feeling something in me die with each step. But what Sienna didn't know was that her choice came with consequences she never imagined. My parents had left an inheritance of nearly $200,000 for their granddaughter on the condition she carried the Anderson family name. I had a life insurance policy worth $150,000, with her listed as the sole beneficiary. And there was the beach house my father left me, which I had saved as a surprise wedding gift. All of it all under the name Sienna Anderson. But that person no longer existed. The next morning, I met with our family lawyer. I legally transferred everything to Miles, my nephew, my brother Marcus's boy. Miles, who helped me with groceries, who came for Sunday lunches, who treated me with kindness and respect from childhood into adulthood. Miles, who never once made me feel small. The following years were peaceful. I met a wonderful woman named Clara and finally felt joy again. Miles graduated, became an engineer, bought an apartment, built a life he earned. I told him about the inheritance one evening at dinner. He cried, not for the money, but because I considered him a son.